This is the NA Happy Hour.
I think, can I hear you now?
Yeah. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah. I
Excellent.
got you there. How's things?
Very good. Now yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. We just said we've been trying to get a podcast episode into for a while, so it's great to finally get around to it.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Yeah, thanks a million.
No, God, no. Thanks for always being at the happy hours and always being behind us, and
Yeah,
we're big fans of your page, so we'd love to kind of get your story across.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So it's just kind of we say interview, but it's not really an interview. It's more of just an informal chat between three fellas. That's
Yeah.
I hate the word interview because I think it has a very kind of I don't know. I always imagine like a shirt and tie kind of that kind of way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the Zoom calls for work, like shirt and tie, and then a pair of shorts on underneath.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like business at the top, party at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm wearing pajamas right now. So
Nice.
Yeah. So is this are you recording, fella?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, excellent. So today we're joined by Stephen Burke from Alcohol Free Magazine. You're based in County Meath, Northern. Is that right, Stephen?
Yeah, County Meath, Rathout in County Meath.
Excellent. And are you originally from Meath or?
No, I'm originally from Knockline in Dublin.
Oh, excellent. So not too far away from where I'm from. I'm from Ballyfermot. But that's and when did you start the page?
Started the page in 2009. Just after when my wife was pregnant with my son Liam, and we were trying out loads of different drinks and stuff like that. We were checking out Instagram for pages on it, and we seen there was a few of them, but there was no real Irish pages except for yours, Ian. I think yours was there at the time, and I just said, like, sure, we'll give it a go. Like, so we started reviewing different drinks and stuff like that. A bit of everything, like even kombuchas and stuff and wines and everything, like. But that's how we started out.
Excellent. And you're just enjoying it since?
Yeah, it's great. Like, yeah, I'm doing coffees now as well, like, and kind of mental health tips and stuff like that for people who are struggling maybe a little bit, that are following the page and stuff like that. And just really, it's actually something really good that's come out of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
really, really good.
Absolutely. I think the mental health one, especially given the situation we're all in at the minute, God, the importance of mental health is just can't be understated,
Yeah, it's so good. Like, it's even like just small tips, like just I don't know, even like when I was talking about coffee and stuff like that, like what types of coffee you're making in the morning. Like, you could just go, for instance, if you're just feeling lazy and just not in the humor, or if you're feeling really energetic, go for the V60, which is the really fancy coffee, but it tastes really good though. It's worth it. But it's just little tiny tips type of thing.
And is coffee like beer in the sense that there's so many different types of coffee, or?
Yeah, it's like different parts of the world and stuff like that, and it depends what type of blend they go for. It could be like nutty coffee or something like that, or really sweet like blackcurrant and stuff like that would be in it. And all. Yeah, I've only gotten really into the coffee since the start of the page, so it's like the beers. They're slightly different each one. Like,
yeah, it is crazy because I think coffee is one of those things people just think coffee is coffee,
Yeah, that's it. That's what I thought as well. Like, I thought like a bag of coffee is a bag of coffee. Like, it's no different. Like, but yeah, there's little tiny differences you kind of notice. I'm still drinking a Christmas one at the minute. I still have a few beans left in it, and it's like berries and stuff like that in it. So it actually tastes Christmas, like, still, like.
And what is your favorite type of coffee?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Oh, my favorite type? It's called 3FE. It's an Irish guy. A few of my friends actually went to school with him, and his coffees are it's just really, really tasty. So tasty, like. And he brings out new ones all the time, all different types of ones and stuff like that, different flavors and things like that.
And are you a black coffee type of guy as well? Like, do you just like it black, or?
Kind of depends. No, I'm more of a milky coffee for me, definitely. But I'd still drink. I would drink it black if there was no milk there, if you know what I mean. But No, it'd be milky for me.
And so, apart from coffees, then in the pages, beers, ciders, it's really a range of everything, is it? Any like basically, am I right in saying you're just trying to get across all these non-alcoholic alternatives you can go to when you're not drinking?
Yeah, that's it. Like I just kind of gone through all the options, like what's out there that's alcohol free, like with kombuchas as well. That wasn't really altogether. I had no clue about kombucha at all. So I just kind of started out just tasting them, seeing what I thought, and the kombuchas have come along a long way since I first started tasting them. Anyway, they're much nicer now, I think, and there's tons of Irish options out there as well.
Yeah,
Um,
I tried. I only tried it for the first time there about less than a month ago, I'd say, and I got the 2 bottles from Aldi.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're the new one.
and they were
Yeah,
lovely. Yeah. Have
yeah,
you
they're
tried?
nice.
Have you tried this thing kefir? That
No, I haven't tried kefir yet. I had kefir from the what do they call the Holland and Barrett box from Christmas, but I never tasted it.
yeah. And is it? I'm not even sure what it is, to be honest with you. Is it similar? Is it? It's probiotic. Is it similar to kombucha or not?
I think so. It's kind of similar to kombucha. I think it's like the probiotic stuff and it's good for your gut health and stuff like that, as far as I know. But I haven't tasted it yet, so that's the one for me to try. I'll try it eventually, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And if you don't mind me asking, Stephen, just regarding yourself, when did you give up alcohol? If you don't mind me asking, her.
Yeah, gave up in my mid 20s when I was around 25, and I gave up because I've suffered with mental health, OCD, and anxiety and stuff. So I was just drinking, just kind of to cover it up a little bit, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I didn't actually need it. I didn't really. I was better off not drinking, if you know what I mean. I felt better myself, and my friends were really supportive as well, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
At the start, they used to buy me pints of Coke to catch up with them while they were drinking in town. So I was bouncing around the place on sugar, like. But yeah. So, but yeah, no, they were really, really supportive and stuff like that to me. So yeah, that's why I gave up.
And did you find it tough? Don't mind me asking, like, or I suppose having your group of mates behind you is a big help, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was great help having my friends behind me and stuff like that. But it was difficult at the time because everybody was drinking, and I had to have a story ready for people I didn't know why I didn't drink, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing, isn't it? There is kind of this stigma, isn't there?
yeah, it definitely is. Like it's antibiotics is a good one. That's usually covered everything.
Yeah. I think automatically the question is when it's a girl, it's she must be pregnant.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she's pregnant. Yeah. yeah. I couldn't use that one now.
No. Yeah, antibiotics are. Yeah, I'm up early in the morning. It is, man.
Or before, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And did you, in general, like, was it being in your mid-20s is obviously quite like a social time and stuff. But you didn't let it stop you, I imagine. You just kind of.
Yeah, I just went with it. Like, 'cause, one or two of my other friends stopped drinking now, and I wasn't until like maybe 30. But I used to be probably stay up the latest than anyone. They used to say to me, like, if it was like house parties and stuff like that, I'd be still awake at like at 5 a.m. and stuff like that, just chatting and stuff. And the lads used to be laughing, like on like some of the other lads be fast asleep in the couch somewhere, and you'd be still up just chatting away to people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, I love this. I actually really like the house parties and stuff like that when with my close friends, you know what I mean? And yeah, it was good still.
And I think something interesting that at least I can relate with is that when I would like go out to parties and stuff and not drink, I would definitely have to be around those that I really enjoy. I actually like to talk to. So it seems as though you had that nice group of people that you could actually connect with. But I can only imagine for those that don't really have close friends that stop drinking and want to go out, because it's like you don't have that stimulation of good conversation or anything. So it's good that you had that, because I could see how important that would be.
Definitely was. Like, yeah, if I didn't have that group of friends, it would have been a lot tougher, definitely. But yeah, they were good fun, really good fun. Like.
And if you don't mind me asking, what did you just kind of was it a spur of the moment decision, or was it kind of a decision you slowly came around to over time?
Yeah, it was a decision that came around to over time. Family and friends and stuff like that were thinking the same thing as me. Like, that'd probably be better off if you didn't, if you know what I mean. You'd probably feel better in yourself and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, eventually I just said it. And there was doctors as well, because I was seeing GP and stuff at the time. And he was just saying, yeah, giving up drinking is probably the best for you. Like, you'll feel a lot better in yourself if you do. Like, and yeah, but like I said, I had a good group of friends, which was great. And I was able to drink loads and loads of Coca-Cola, like, so it was grand at the time.
And then going forward, if you don't want, going forward, what way did your life kind of go from there?
From there, I went traveling. I went to Australia and stuff like that, and did a bit of traveling for a while, which was really good. Went over to San Diego because one of my friends was on J1.
Oh, damn.
And that was great crack. I was there. I timed it so I was there for 4th of July. So it was some crack. Like, it was great crack.
Yeah, the J1s are a great laugh.
Yeah, I slept on a rug in the house. It's like there's no beds in the house. Like.
No, I think that's all part of the J1 experience, though, isn't it?
Yeah. When I got to Australia and I was on a mattress, it was like luxury, like it was like 5-star hotel stuff. Like.
And where would you say your favorite place you've ever traveled was?
Favorite place? I think Hong Kong, because like getting off the plane in Hong Kong was just like an experience, like the heat, and it's just so different to anywhere I've ever got off or gone to. Like, yeah, it was really cool, Hong Kong. Like, but no, I loved Australia. Australia was really cool. Good spot. Like, I have a relation over there in Nancy now who I stayed with for a little bit as well, so I was able to see the outback. And yeah, they gave me a motocross bike and just said you can go help down the fields. And I was expecting just a field, but in Australia it's like the size of Dublin or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was driving for 20 minutes going, I think I'm lost here now. I don't know where I'm going. Like, and eventually I found them, like, and it was just helping just feed the cows and stuff like that. Like, and they had me doing things like farming stuff and like, but yeah, it's gas how big the place is. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's not for the. I suppose it's quite fast, isn't it?
Yeah, it's enormous.
It's just a lot of open space for looks of it, isn't it? Because apparently, doesn't everyone only lives around the kind of the coast, and the centre is just.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I spent the time on the East Coast. Did the whole East Coast down to Melbourne, and they've got the West Coast over by Perth and stuff like that. But yeah, centre there's not much. Yeah.
And outside of it, of the Instagram page, you're into your writing. Is that correct?
Yeah. Published short story writer, so write thriller and it's kind of supernatural horror stuff. So been published. I published in journals and then in Woman's Way magazine. I don't know if you know. A couple of times. It's just like a weekly magazine or bi-weekly magazine that you find in the shops. And I've been published with them a few times, as well as the Alcohol Free magazine got published in that as well. Got a 2-page in it, which was a huge achievement. So I thought for myself, like, just to get, like, everyone like was ringing me and stuff like that, random people who had just picked it up, like, and just seeing it and stuff like that. So to get that type of coverage is great. And at the moment, there is one coming out now in the Belfast Telegraph, which is like USA Today, like for you, like for Northern Ireland. So I have a piece coming out on that, which is kind of similar to the one I did for Woman's Way as well. And yeah, the writing's going well. The writing's going really well. Like.
Excellent. And you're big into tattoos, is that right?
Yeah, I have 2 sleeves.
Yeah.
Full sleeves.
I won't lie, when I see your Instagram page, I kind of had a bit of a creep, and I seen someone. I love the one of the. Is it that you have the Dublin the chimneys?
Yeah, the chimneys. Yeah, the 2 stacks. It's on this part of my arm.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can say it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love it, especially now because the chimneys have been in the news so much. So.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. Actually, I've seen the thing with the chimneys in the news. Yeah.
Do you think they'll knock? Are they talking about knocking them down or getting rid of them? Or?
Yeah, there's talking knocking them down again, but there's no way they couldn't.
No, it's a big part of Dublin, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a lab icon of Dublin.
Yeah,
Like,
it definitely. It's always how you know. It's almost how you know you're coming home because it's like when you're flying into Dublin. It's like the you know once you see the chimneys, you're like, all right, I'll be in the airport in 5 minutes.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, when the plane does the loop around by Donnybrook, or not
Yeah,
Donnybrook, Dunleary,
so
and then you're
there,
coming
yeah,
in.
and you see the
Yeah,
chimneys. That's it. I'm home.
you're home. Yeah, that's it. But
And
no, I love.
and then on relation to that, I know you've been on a couple. You've done a couple of radio interviews, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been on a couple of radio stations. Yeah, in Ireland, and I think the most recent one was Midlands, uh, Midlands 103, I think it's called. And I did a beer tasting with them. So I got Craft Direct to send out them and send out beers to me, and we did like a radio show of like which drinks is nice and stuff. And the producer is a non-drinker, and she's never tried any beers before, so she was really into like seeing if this would work. So she didn't like two, but she did like, I think it was hazy from Brewdog. She liked in the end, but there's talk now that she might want to do another interview, but do it with spirits instead this time.
That'd be class.
See if she'd like it. Yeah, so hopefully see if that happens like soon enough, maybe.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, what were the beers you didn't like?
She didn't like Luride Now Where's Pineapple,
Oh, wow.
and she didn't like, what was the other one? Brewmaster. Do you know the one from Dundalk?
Oh, the IPA, is it?
The IPA, yeah.
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 Yeah. I love the candles on it as well, the kind of the pink fluorescent can.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, it's cool. We did a what you call it? We did a thing for them for the one that came up there recently. But anyway, we got my whole family got cans from Brewmaster, and we did because it's isotonic, so we did it after a run. So everyone got cans for after the run and stuff like that.
Excellent.
And went well.
Brilliant. And then going forward, Stephen, what are the plans for yourself with the Alcohol Free magazine? Or
Alcohol Free magazine. I'm still pushing on with radio interviews and in newspapers and stuff like that, and as well doing charity work with. There's a charity, mental health charity in Meath, that I'm going to do work with, hopefully soon enough as well. And yeah, just keep pushing it forward and getting people looking at it. And I was hoping now, I'm still working on this, that I try and get a column in one of the magazines.
oh, that'd be brilliant.
Which would be amazing, like to see if we could get like, I don't know, just Alcohol Free magazine out there and get the Alcohol Free drinks out there, if you know what I mean, a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's good
Yeah.
to see. Have you always been interested in kind of writing and?
Yeah, since I was in school, like in English class in school now, I wasn't too interested in plays and Shakespeare and stuff like that, but I was really good and really into creative writing and stuff like that. And won an award in school, even though my mum says still to this day, she's like, you won a book and you were disgusted, like you thought you were getting something like a trophy or something. But yeah, so I was really into writing. And then when I left school, I just started writing short stories and stuff, and I have a book which I'm about 3/4 of the way through, which I'd love to finish. That would be brilliant. Yeah.
Is that a horror story?
It is, yeah, supernatural horror. So it's about this school teacher who's haunted by like entity called the Dark, and he doesn't know what it is to start off with because it's connected to his family, if you know what I mean. So he has to go through the whole thing of finding out who it is and how he's connected to the family and stuff like that. And yeah, it's like a kind of an adventure type book as well as a horror book, if you know what I mean.
Interesting. And when you write this, are you kind of like the character yourself? Like, do you put yourself in a lot of your writing? You know what I mean?
I would. Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, the character I put would be my character would be kind of like me because it's easier to write, if you know what I mean. And kind of add in people that like friends and stuff like that, and characters a little bit, or yeah, just kind of different characteristics from people I know. You know what I mean? Might be added in. You know what I mean? Type thing. I choose like the main character is one of my best friends, Tom. So I used his name, and he was delighted that I used his name and as the main character in the book. Like, but yeah, no, it's gone well. It's gone well. We just need to keep going with it.
Yeah. And how long would a book like take to produce and get published? Is a long process. It's
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like writing the book for me now is taking me a bit longer than I kind of expected. But that's because I have a young Liam now, so baby.
Yeah,
So he takes priority and stuff like that.
absolutely.
So Neve's actually writing a book as well. She's publishing her own book at the minute. She's a writer as well, my wife. But I'd say for me, it'll take a couple of years. Well, it has taken a couple of years so far. Just getting time just to sit down and do it. But I'm gonna try and give it a good push this year and see how far I get into it. See if try and get it finished. And if I'll send it to Pillbag Publishers, which is like the Towers.
Yeah,
David Publishing Publishers. Do follow me on Instagram, so hopefully I'll try them and see if they'll publish the book and stuff like that.
yeah, brilliant. So you sound like you're definitely kind of plugging on the right direction, and you're definitely kind of a good example of the life you can live without and living a great and fulfilled life without kind of drinking alcohol. You know, so I tip my hat to you, Stephen.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been really good. Like at the start, like when you first go up, it's definitely daunting. Like you don't know what you're gonna do and stuff like that. But once you really get into it, it's really good. It's really really good. You can do loads of different things. Like for me, writing and stuff like that. But you could do so much things like sports and stuff like that. And I don't know. You could do anything really. Go traveling, do loads of things.
The sky is the limit kind of thing, isn't it?
Sky's the limit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. Tyler, have you any kind of, or does that conclude us, or?
Yeah, I have a few like random questions that I think are quite interesting. I was going to ask you, do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts? I did, but I don't really now. I don't really.
Walk me through that. So you once did. Now you don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I did. I really did. Like, and I don't know. I don't know. I've done lots of haunted, scary type stuff. If you know what I mean, like gone to places and stuff like that with the book and stuff. And like it's always been really, really creepy and stuff like that. But I've never seen anything or anything like that. So I'm still not sure.
Absolutely, it's that seeing is believing for sure. Yeah, 'cause I've never seen a ghost. I haven't seen one, so how can I believe that it's a thing? But I can only assume there's probably something like spirits, right? Like I could see energy being stuck in certain spots, or you like feel things. But, like I don't know about like ghosts and shit just running around. Like I don't think that's a legit thing at all. And also, I was going to ask you. I noticed that you are a motorcycle guy, so I was going to ask you, like, what is your favorite motorcycle?
Oh, my favorite bike that I've had was my Kawasaki Ninja. It was a sports bike, and it was just so much fun. And it was so fast as well. The acceleration was insane. Like it was really good bike. I'm on a Harley now at the minute, so I've kind of slowed down a little bit, and it's more like driving with a couch for a seat than the really hard sports bike seats. But definitely the Ninja's my favorite. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been looking at wanting to get a bike at some point. I thought about just like leasing one because I don't think I want to buy one because it's like one of those things I feel like you just have for a certain period of time in your life, and then you end up just not doing it because it's like I don't want to die or anything to happen to me. But yeah, Ninja. Yeah. My dad used to own a Ninja back in the day. And he always loved his Ninja for sure.
Yeah, there's something about them. Like I remember I was working on a building site when I was 18. There was one guy that just came in and then ninja every day, like, and I was like, I have to get that one. It just one of these days I'll have it, like, and I did. I got it. It was just it's a great bike.
So there's probably no better feeling than just riding it. You know, wind, all that stuff. The whole experience must be freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Did you travel a lot? You travel a lot?
Yeah, I traveled a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the country roads and mountainy roads and stuff like that are just, they're insane. Yeah, I loved in Lanzarote. I drove around Lanzarote. I don't know if you know Lanzarote. It's just off the coast of Africa, and there's volcanoes there, and you could drive around and you'd be roasting, and then you go up the mountain, up the volcano. It's really cool, but it's just really kind of the mountain that starts with is really cool to drive in. It's just all like rocks that are just from the volcano erupting and stuff like that, and you're just driving around it and stuff. Like, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Dude, you're creating some dreams in my head right now.
Yeah.
That sounds freaking
definitely.
amazing.
It is. It's so good. I drove off road as well, so used to drive in the Dublin or the what's it called, the Sugarloaf Mountain in Wicklow. Used to go down at the weekends and stuff like that, and it was the same. It was just we just packed up a sandwich and soup and whatever, and just went driving. And it's so good. Just driving up the side of a mountain and stuff.
Absolutely. Well, Stephen, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm not gonna. I give you huge props. Like, you're a prime example of someone who stopped drinking alcohol and just found what you love in life, and you just freaking did it. You know what I mean? I think it's one of the coolest things without drinking is that, you become more mindful. You actually do what you are truly set out to do. You know what I mean? And I truly think it's really cool.
Yeah,
thanks a million.
I'd second what Tyler said. Thanks for joining us, firstly. But I definitely think, like Tyler said, you kind of, when you give a drink and you kind of, you find something, I suppose your niche or whatever it is, just your passion, or you need some sort of adventure or some sort of purpose, and I think that's you definitely embody that.
I know. Thanks a million for having me on. It's been great. Like, just to even share the story with you, and I hope to inspire some people that aren't drinking to do new things and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Just before we go, Stephen, if you were being sent to a desert island and there was only one non-alcoholic product like beer or any product you could take with you, what would it be?
Desert islands?
Yeah.
Oh, non-alcoholic. What do I love the most? I'd probably bring coffee with me.
Right.
No, I love
Excellent. I like that. That's definitely the most unique answer you've got. People always say beer.
No, I'd probably bring 3FE coffee with me and a nice plunger or something like that, and that'll do me nicely.
I fucking love it, dude.
Excellent.
Yeah, no worries.